Hey guys, welcome back to episode 31 of Who Should You Choose, the video series where I go through all the prior videos, questions, and comments, and help you with your HUT lineup decisions. Today, we are going to be looking at episode 31, and we've got our new event coming Friday, guys, so make sure that you come and check out the stream either today or tomorrow. I go live at 2 p.m. every single day, all the way up to the new content drop at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow, we're going to do a huge pack opening, as the new event should be the All-Star Game event, and that's always one of the more fun ones, so we are going to have a big community pack opening. So if you want to watch us try and pull some master items or some of the bigger cards from the event, make sure you are there for that. Twitch link is down below. And don't forget, today's video is sponsored by King's Coast Coffee, the best coffee on the planet. Link for that is down below. Use code NOSLEEVES, save 10% off. My favorite blends right now are Lamplighter as well as Aztec. Those are the best ones that I'm enjoying right now. All right, guys, let's get into last video's questions and comments. One you can't see right here. We're going to start with Jordan Boo. My man, Jordan. Hola, dude. Hope you're having a good morning. Go kill it today. Love the podcast yesterday, as always. If you ever want to drop in person as a casual, 15 hours a weekish, mainly squads player on the cast, I'd be super down so you can get that immediate feedback on some of those questions. Still trying to find that, Mario. Have a good one. Man, so if you guys haven't listened to the podcast, make sure you check it out. It's on Apple Pod as well as Spotify, or you can watch the video version. It's called Coffee and Shell with my man Kesso, and we've been having a blast with it, and we are going to be getting into guests soon. We've just been kind of messing around. It's been about 17 episodes. Let me know what you think about the podcast, though. We've had some great feedback, but for sure, I think when we start getting into some guests, man, you'd definitely be one that I would think about. From JD Farrell says, "Hey, Sleeves, here's my squad. I'm free to play. I have about 100,000 coins. I plan on upgrading Stamkos, Carlson, and Chychrun over the next couple of weeks and choosing 94 Barzal once I complete the style icon objective. What card should I look to purchase after that?" So he's got X Factor, Stamkos, Tavares, and Kane. He's got Zegras, Matthews, Terry. I'm thinking that's Batherson, Bergeron, Kuznetsov. No, you would definitely need, Barzal is probably the play. He's got Orlov, Chychrun, Doughty, and Krug. Well, like, there are some cards in the budget build video I've done, like that Turigny card. I believe it's Vincent Turigny. It's a Stars of the Month card. The Stars of the Month card, guys, is where you're going to find a lot of good values that you can use on your team. I believe he's 92 or 90 overall. Those are the ones that I'm looking at right now. Serms is left-handed. Instead of Kuznetsov, you could go base McDavid. But after that, man, you also need, another righty would be Barzal. Wait for the All-Star event, see what happens there, but that's where I would start. Evan Muller says, "Hey, Sleeves, I got about 100K with some decent rewards this week. Collection isn't stacked, but I have a few in 89, 88s, and 87s for next week. Here's my team. Should I downgrade Carlson and use my power up my Matthews and then buy Hamilton team of the week? Let me know." So he's got X Factor Max, Zetterberg, Rantanen, X Factor Matthews, Kucherov, Barzal, Stahl, Vrana. And he's got Burns, Team of the Year, Hedman, Drysdale, Alexiev. So his defense is really good. I don't think you should downgrade. Should you downgrade? No, because I think if you upgrade Carlson, he's better than Drysdale. Carlson's still one of the best X Factors. There are some better ones. I mean, Hamilton, I think, is a little bit better than Carlson, but not by a large amount. Matthews, you do need to power up, but just take your untradeable rewards and upgrade them that way. I think that you're fine. There's no need to rush. You've got a really good team, my dude. Liam Woodward says, "Hey, Sleeves." Liam from Twitch, no question. Just wanted to say thanks for the podcast and videos. Keeps me sane at work. Cheers, mate, from England. Bonjour, dude. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Spencer Cafaro says, "Hey, Sleeves, I have a God Squad, but I don't know where to line up my guys on offense." He's got Barzal, Duchesne, McDavid. That's pretty much what I have. I have McKinnon above Barzal just a little bit, but not by much. McKinnon, Zetterberg, Rantanen, Drysdale, Matthews, Eichel, Stammer, Stahl, Svechnikov. So I would not want to have Matthews and Draisaitl. I would probably get rid of Draisaitl and just keep Matthews, or vice versa, whatever one you like more. And then get another left-handed winger. Center field's undersized for endgame. All cards are maxed. The best version. Defense is stacked. McCarron, Fantasy, O'Reilly, who rarely see the ice. Suggestions. I regularly get 16 wins and champs. Any suggestions? Stay healthy, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you, my man. Well, you're a very good player, obviously. 16 wins and champs is very difficult to do. I'm trying to think of a left-handed winger that you should probably go out and try. There's none from this event. I mean, you could try Ryan Smith, actually, because he's big, and if you like Draisaitl on the wing, Smith would just be a much better version of that. He's kind of cheaper. He's fallen down in price. Maybe try him out. Bush says, hey, Sleeves, I'm free to play. Div 7 can qualify for champs every second week or 3 weeks. I play squad battles just for packs. Get allowed to Elite 2. How my internet is untradeable. Team X Factor, Barzal, Ranson, Stamkos, McKinnon. Still need his base, by the way. It's Team of the Year, weak Hedman. We're looking to replace him with X Factors or what else. Okay, so he's got Barzal, Matthews, McDavid, Stützle, Norris, Eichel. If that's the Evo Norris, you're laughing. That's a great card. Stamkos, Rantanen, Wright, McKinnon, Brind'Amour, Malkin. This is all a great squad, man. I don't see any pressing needs. Burns, Orlov, Carlo, Hughes. Dude, I would just keep taking untradables to upgrade your X factors, but your team is in solid shape here. This is a really good squad. From Noah Hoselton. Hey, Sleeves, love the content of the podcast with Kesso. It's great. I'm a Div 1 or 2 player. I've completed my style icon objectives. PS, the 23 shots sucked. Oh, dude, it's brutal. And was wondering who should I take. I was hoarding all the cards I could for Team of the Year, so I'm paying a bit to catch up with my X factors. Who should I focus on upgrading first? I think my defense needs help. He has X Factor 84 Barzal and tradable Heiskanen. I would probably move on from Heiskanen and get the coins that you could now. Eichel, McDavid, Rantanen, Ovi, Duchesne, Stützle. Okay, Crosby on the wing, not a huge fan of. I would definitely get Barzal up to like 88, and he's definitely better than the 91 Crosby on the wing. After that, same with Draisaitl. There's no reason to upgrade Draisaitl as well if you're going to play him on the wing. Even base McDavid would be better than him. But that's who I'd be chasing. Just keep trying to chase that, X Factor McDavid, or just go with the 92 McDavid. If you sell your Heiskanen, you might have enough coins to come close to the 92 Play of the Year McDavid. That's probably where I would go. In terms of your X Factors, I would downgrade Crosby, and actually, you know what you could do? In the meantime, downgrade Draisaitl, and then upgrade Barzal, and move Crosby to the left-hand side. T-Man says, hey, Sleeves, finally got a good spot for who should you choose. Your content helps, but as a free-to-play gamer and not getting enough time to play a day, I've missed out on a lot of play-to-win rewards. Haven't had any luck with packs, just play with what EA gives me, but I got some good players. Not really playing well in Rivals and Champs, so my awards aren't that good. Been putting all my coins and gold players into power-ups. Wish we could do something with our unused X factors. I have 35k, 3 spare power-ups, and not a skilled player. Do you think I should go for synergies or best players? I have 8 synergies active. Yeah, guys, you always want to go for best players, and then among your best players, focus on those synergies. You don't want to use your 3rd and 4th lines as synergy dumps, just to say that you activated a synergy on cards that won't see the ice at all. So he's got Kaprizov, X Factor, Draisaitl. Man, a lot of Draisaitl on the wing, guys. I mean, hey, if it's working for you, go ahead, but you're never going to get any time and space down the boards. You're allowing... The issue, guys, with Draisaitl and those kind of cards on the wing, Matthew Tkachuk, for example, is that while their shot and everything is great, the issue is when you're going down the boards, you're having basically no shot against the guys that have Team of the Year Hedman, Burns, Hamilton, the big players that are slow, that shut down the blue line really easily. You're basically never going to get around those guys with speed, and that's why those guys I try to tell people to avoid on the wing, especially. In all honesty, if you don't want to move on from Draisaitl, Lemieux on the wing and Draisaitl down the middle would probably be a much better way to go here for your squad. Pasta is probably the only... See, I wouldn't invest in... I would get rid of Barkov. I would get rid of Draisaitl. I would upgrade Pasta all the way. He's your best X Factor right now, as well as Stamkos. And then you've got Fox X Factor, Jones X Factor. I'd move on from both of those guys. The reason why I'm telling you to upgrade or move on from those guys is that it's going to cost you way too much to upgrade them. And then when you're at the end, there's better cards that you could just get for far cheaper is all. But yeah, I would just go for better players, dude, and stop investing in those X Factors. Smile says, hi, Sleeves. Not sure where to do with my 1 million coins. Not sure if I should go for someone like Zetterberg or Barkov, or should I just finish 15 champs from high Div 1, struggling with things to do in the game, and I'm wondering your thoughts. He's got Barzal, McDavid, Duchesne, Mac, Draisaitl, Rantanen, Matthews, Kaprizov, Eichel, Bedard. Bedard, unless you really like him, is an awful card. it's like not like my own opinion. Like he's broken. There's something not right with his card. A lot of people in the Game Changer program as well as in the community think that like he's getting his like silver card stats or something. Same with Kessler, team builder early on in the year. I'd move on from him. If you did coins to upgrade him, get your coins back and put literally anyone else there. In terms of what you should do, Zetterberg is like one of the best centers now. Do you have another team builder? I wouldn't make Zetterberg unless you can make two, because you're going to trade them in for a 98 eventually. So unless you can make two, I wouldn't go with Zetterberg. I would go Linden over Barkov, though. Yo, Sleeves, great content as always from Ozzy. I'm wondering where to go next with my team. I'm free to play. I'm thinking about getting Burns for my free style icon card, and I have been slowly working towards the Zetterberg team builder. About halfway done through my second 90 team builder. I've been holding off on upgrading Dry and Carlson because I'm unsure about them as per your well-informed opinion. Well, I appreciate that, my man. McKinnon, Duchesne, Rantanen, McDavid, Barkov, Ovi, Doc. But see, there's no reason for you to have Draisaitl because I think all these guys are better. Doc, a little bit. Like, obviously, he's getting a little long in the tooth, but he's basically the same skater. He's got Power, Bicon, Gordie Howe. I'd probably move on from him. I wouldn't invest. And Panarin, same thing. Your second 90 team builder. You've got Hedman, Makar. I don't think you've taken your freestyle icon. Oh, you're getting Burns. Sorry. Yes, Burns would be who I would go for. And what you could do when you get Burns is I would take Foot and get your other team builder and get and go out and get Zetterberg. And then you've got X Factor Carlson. I would upgrade X Factor Carlson over Makar, in my opinion. And then X Factor got Draisaitl, Kaprizov, Kopitar, Theodore. Yeah, that's what I would do. Matt Warder says, hey, Sleeves, I'm a top 100 player on PS4. I have my style icon pack. Still, who should I get along with any upgrades? In my opinion, third line D is the most useless position as they only see 2 to 4 minutes a game. I agree. Burns and Hedman are the greatest D pair I've used. Correct. Bash Brothers 2.0. Mm-hmm. Barzal, Zeddy, McDavid, Duchesne, Duchesne, Rant, and Stammer. Ovi, Matthews, Gaborik. Power, Robitaille, Dion, Kopitar. I'm thinking about taking Sagan and moving Rant back to right wing. Yeah, that'd probably be the way to go. That'd be the way to go. You've already got X Factor Barzal. It's probably the way. Brandon Halsey says, Ace Sleeves, not sure I should take out of the team. I'm low on resources, just 170k coins, and I'm popping all my players into getting Gonchar as I'm working on an all-time Dallas Stars team. Oh, there you go. Gonchar was a Dallas Star? Why can't I remember that? And they're heavily lacking in the defense department. I'm planning on taking Burns as my free icon, mainly to start getting rid of the X Factors because I can't be asked to invest all these collects and players into them once they hit 90. Free to play this year, to feed my pack addiction, I waste my champ collects on the packs instead of power collectibles. Was looking into getting maybe the new Sundin, Sakic, or Hold till they inevitably do Medano. I would do Medano because and buying Zubov because you are trying to do a Dallas Stars team. That's awesome. I love seeing theme teams, man. I would definitely wait and do that. Sakic and Sundin are both good, but Medana will get one eventually, you have to think. He's got Stutes, Hintz, Sagan, Mac, Draisaitl, Kucherov. Another really good one, man, if you're trying to build the Stars team, is any of the Klingbergs. I think there was an 88 Team of the Week Klingberg. Really good card, 6'3", 90 speed. I would look at him, man. Maze says, hey, man, loving all the content. Keep up the great work. This is a question regarding my ideas on some goalie changes. So you've talked about over 100 in stats on certain stats. Do you think if it's only on goalies, it becomes a thing? So shorter goalies, aka Saros, can have 100 plus 5 on glove high blocker. Do you think that would make shorter goalies usable? Well, I think that they've addressed goaltenders in the like under 6'4" to 6'2" range, which might not sound like a lot, but like that adds like another 100 viable goalies if they use goal post to post. I don't know if they could ever do the attribute thing because NHL is not designed with Hockey Ultimate Team in mind. It is designed for ESHL, so they would have to do it in that first, and I don't know if they would. It's an interesting idea. I think that it's going to come down to new goalie animations. I think they literally have to motion cap smaller goaltenders, and I don't know if it'll ever be a thing. It's very difficult. It sucks. I want smaller goaltenders to be viable, but I just don't know. Adam Darnell says, hey, Sleeves, have gotten pretty lucky with packs last week. Pulled 92 Schneider and 94 Barkov. The team is looking pretty solid at this point. Other than saving for the All-Star event, I'm not sure where I should go from here. All help is appreciated. Great work. Thank you, my man. Barzal, Barkov, McDavid, Tavares, Rantanen, Ovechkin, Marner, Matthews, White, Kucherov, Ratty, Schneider. These are solid, man. Honestly, I think all those Stars of the Month cards are not popular, but those are great cards. Honestly, you've got to upgrade Kucherov is probably the play. And I'm not a big fan of Marner unless you really like Marner. I think that his X-Factor card is going to cost you way too much for what he's giving you, but that's where I would start. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of Coffee and Chill. Who should you choose? Make sure you guys leave a comment and subscribe for your chance to get your question answered on the next episode, and I hope to see you on the Twitch stream. I'll see you then. Have a good one, guys.